Hey everybody, before we get started, I just want to remind you this episode is brought to you by patrons like Agio Comics, Qua, Jeremy Vasquez, Kylie Denton, and Nestor Flores. If you like what we do and want to see us do more, consider supporting us on Patreon. You can get access to episodes early and lots of other goodies, and it'll help us out. Thanks for your support, everybody.
Thank you.
And hello everybody to the show where you just want to do it from the floor. That's right, it's Let's Talk FGO.
I think that's both our moods today.
Yeah. Maybe for slightly different reasons, but yeah. I am one of your hosts. I am Shogun Omega. With me, as always, trying to talk, but being cut off by me because I'm a horrible person. It's Shinsengumi Lucky.
Everyone, I hope you're enjoying Fate Grand Order, a.k.a. Gudaguda Galore. And while we here at Studio Omega like to bring you the latest FGO-related news and memes, we will be talking about current and future events for both the JP and EN version of the game, so anyone not wanting spoilers should just go pick a side to fight on.
Okay, Lucky, you're gonna want to adjust in your microphone or something. Hold on, let me talk normally. I'm talking. Okay, yeah, your sound waves are super low.
Super low?
Yes.
Hang on a second here.
You sound okay to me, but I'm looking at the sound and I'm like, holy shit, Lucky's sound waves are so tiny. If it wasn't constantly moving, I'd take a screen cap.
So tiny. Let me see here. Because I'm all up on my microphone right now.
Okay,
so...
that was a good one right there. That was a good volume level.
That means I literally have to smash my face into my pop filter.
Can you find a comfy medium?
Let's see here.
I mean, I know that there's a little bit of normalizing, so I shouldn't worry about blowing out too much. It's just, like I said, I'm like...
I don't know. Well, I guess I can talk like this, I guess.
All right.
It won't bug me too much.
That seems like a much more level sound playing field. I know people complained about our audio before. Like I said, I'm looking at it right now, I'm like, that seems a little soft. We'll try and make it work.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was fucking with my computer the other day, so I might have fiddled some things here. So let me.
Well, so I'll go ahead and mention that because you're double checking some stuff. We actually had a discussion about your introduction there because originally you were gonna say just go play Extella Link, but I was like, I don't know if I'm letting you know. I'm not going to stop you from saying that, but you might not want to do that because I'm going to express an opinion which is going to be somewhat contradictory to that, probably right off the bat.
Yeah.
So we had this long discussion back and forth. Basically, for our thoughts on both Extella Link and the kind of weird, really frustrating, at least for me personally, because Lucky's just play the game. He's not making videos. It's fine. I know. But it does mean that he's not experiencing the annoyance that I am with this problem, but we're having some stuff going on with the uploading. So Extella Link is out. It came out a while ago. There's actually a quite popular video of me unboxing it where lots of people make jokes about me trying to open it one-handed because I was holding a phone to record it. So if you haven't seen that, go ahead and do that. I think it is almost doing better than our last episode of Let's Talk FGO because I'm sure something fucked up is going on with YouTube in general. But what I was gonna say and will still express is that I don't know if I can. I'm not gonna tell you not to buy it, but I don't know if I want to tell you if you haven't bought it already to go out and buy it now because Marvelous Inc. is doing a thing similar to something that made a lot of people upset several years ago when Atlas kind of declared a semi-arbitrary cutoff date to streaming and recording the game of Persona 5. Where past a certain point in the story, they are actively, not just demonetizing, but actively blocking content recordings of it, which makes it really hard to release Let's Plays in a timely fashion. And so I'm like, I don't want in good conscience to recommend to people to incentivize their behavior because I don't think it's right. And we're going to have a whole discussion about fair use tomorrow probably, so we'll get into that then. But just I'm not going to be upset with you if you already bought it. We both already bought it. We both already bought the extra special editions. But if my words to you that Marvelous are being a kind of assholes to content creators right now makes you think about maybe putting off buying it until later, whatever. That's my opinion. So hopefully I expressed that correctly. We'll have a lot deeper dive in both our struggles with this thing and the game in general and discussion of fair use probably on the next What's Up, and people won't watch that either. But
all right, so Omega said his piece real quick. I'm gonna say mine real quick. I'm not gonna be on the side of no, go buy that fucking game and play it. I'm gonna be on the side of take a bit more moderation. As I said, we don't know the full story about what's going on, and so me in good conscience can't jump on Omega's bandwagon and go, yeah, no, fuck that. I have to do a little bit more reading and whatnot. And if you guys are like, and so like before you guys actually, for my part, before you guys start making that decision, maybe go out and read like some stuff about the Chiefs, try and find out what's going on before you make that decision. Like,
yeah, that's a really good point, and I was wondering if you were going to go in that direction when you started talking. Yeah, no, form your own opinions.
Yeah.
Do your own research. I just said that my opinion based on the interaction I've been having with this company right now is the game is fun and good. They're doing something that I personally think is a little scummy with how they're handling the content curation on the internet, and they weren't necessarily upfront about it. So I'm not sure if if I was listening to me, I'm not sure I would financially support them in this decision right away. But you do your own research. If you don't care, whatever, play it. It's fun.
Yeah, as I said, this does bone over content creators, which so those who like do this thing for like a living, they definitely have a bone to pick. But
and
if
also,
you're just
I mean, I'll say this: we've done a few Extella videos already, like the unboxing, and we've been through a couple. I have gotten a super positive response from the audience about them. They really like the videos. It seems, they're doing decent views. They're doing a little bit tapering off, but like I'm getting lots of comments and likes and stuff out of them. So it like not even for money, but just as a creator, it really pains me that like the corporate is getting between me and my audience because I love you guys, and the fact that you're excited about something really drives me to do more of it. So like it's just really frustrating to be in this kind of like creative. You feel like you got a good creative flow, and all of a sudden there's a roadblock, and it's like, oh, that really sucks.
Yeah. But unfortunately, this is the nature of the beast, and as I said, like personally, like actually, our pre-show actually went a lot longer than it usually did because Omega was talking about this. I'm like, I actually don't know that much about fair use laws. I need to actually start doing some research.
Yeah, because I was double checking some stuff at like 4:00 this morning when I got YouTube back. Was like, your initial dispute was denied. Do you want to appeal? And so I'm looking like I'm popping open. I'm like, okay. And they're like, you claimed fair use. Under U.S. fair use copyright law, there are 4 prongs, so please describe all the... I'm like, okay, fuck.
Honestly, like...
Looking it up, I think I could make this argument, but I don't have the time to write a legal thesis and look at precedent and all that.
Like, honestly, like my initial reaction just when I learned in like half hour of reading, it just seems like there is like the stars are aligned, but not in your fucking favor with this fucking subject. It's like it's a lot of shit that's just.
Yeah.
We
said that we said this on the off mic, and I think it's important to note: fair use is what's called an affirmative defense. We'll talk about this more later, but basically, it's an affirmative defense is where in law you cotton on that you did the thing they're accusing you of doing, but it was okay for blah 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 reasons. And there is an unfortunate aspect with fair use that. What exactly is found to be fair use by the courts is very complex and not always consistent. So it's like sometimes non-commercial is okay, but sometimes commercial use is also okay. So it's a whole thing. It's just one of the things that at least in the US is very strongly covered is commentary and reviews, which I think Let's Plays would fall under. But like I said, I'd have to do my own case research to shore up my legal argument or pay a lawyer to do it. But we can't afford that. So
the subject is not simple.
Yeah, which is why I think Let's Plays of Extella will take a hiatus. I've got a couple recordings I've already done. I think I'm gonna upload them to Twitch if that works, just so people can watch them. But then I'm just gonna archive the rest of my playthrough, and in a couple weeks I'll throw it out there. The views won't be as good, but the people who liked it will like it. And actually, if you have thoughts on that, go ahead and leave those in the comments or hit us up on Discord or Twitter, whatever. Like how you feel. Do you, for the sake of the video, do you prefer that since I'm the one recording them, and Lucky's already played it a shitload more than I have, do you feel better that I, continue to do it blind and maybe it takes a while for the videos to come out, but when they come out, you still get my honest original reaction? Or are you like, no, man, do what's fun for you, just play the game and then come back to doing videos later or whatever? Let me know. So far, the Discord audience, who I pulled first, leans on, just archive them and, we'll come back to it. And I'm like, okay, I can do that. Because I want to do stuff for the audience. If none of y'all out there want to watch it, there's no point in making it. At least for this level of stuff. I know that there's some videos that I personally make that I make just because they're they're fun and entertaining for me to kind of work on, and not always a lot of people watch them. That said, I have actually slowed down my X-Wing video production because for some reason those videos are like tanking in views, and I don't know why. Anyway, that's a lot of under the hood stuff. Let me find my button, and we'll do our regular segment for the pro tips with MASH. Where is that one?
先輩、起きてください。
So, in a complete level of irony, today's only pro tip is maintain game life balance and get plenty of sleep. Yeah, but I don't know what's up with you crazy man, but I feel like I've been juggling a lot of stuff, FGO included, but also some other games, and like my level of probably appropriate sleep to doing shit is not necessarily the best, but hey, you live your life however's comfortable to you.
What is that like? As I said, like, I don't know, maybe it's just my depression or something, whatever, kicking my ass. But as I said, I've just not been, like, getting sleep. If you go to my Twitter, you can see me ranting about it. And also doing weird-ass shit.
You posted an art,
yeah,
which freaked me out a little. I was like, holy shit, you never do that.
Yeah, no, 5 a.m. Lucky, he is a fucking madman. It's not a good, I literally just doodled, I was all like, tee-hee-hee. Then I posted it, and then, like, 5 minutes later, it's like, why did I do that?
For the sweet likes, bro.
Yeah, you say sweet likes, but like, actually,
I think I'm actually a little close to my microphone.
You say sweet likes, but hang on, let me see here.
I don't know. I know you got a couple. They're not just from me.
Oh yeah, but like, I actually got 6 likes. That's actually a fuck ton considering. But yeah, no, it was just like I just haven't been able to sleep, so I usually I'm one of those guys that like. If I can't sleep, I won't just stay in bed. I'll get up and do something, which also then makes me so I don't fall asleep. So it's been a vicious cycle. Oh man, I was gonna actually mention something. Oh yeah, now I remember. Yeah, another thing is I've been fucking with my friend's computer. He basically just gave me his computer, and I'm not sure if it's actually a better one than mine. Because as I said again, like part of the reasons why I don't do streams and stuff is just because my hardware literally cannot handle this shit. And I don't have a capture card because trust me, if I had a capture card, I'd be playing a lot more shit.
And then we'd be needed for this discussion for other stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah. So like I have this computer and I spent like several hours trying to get it to work and I couldn't. And then when I started hooking up my other computer again, I figured out why I couldn't. Why the other one wasn't working, and I just had this moment of, I can't believe this fucking happened. I just had to lay on the floor, on the kitchen floor for like 20 minutes. Be like, this is my fucking life. So...
Listen, human beings have a strong instinctive desire to just lie on the floor sometimes. The floor is so good.
The floor connects you to the earth?
And when your back is against the floor, nobody can sneak up in it. Your back is completely comfortable and safe down there.
Yep.
Yeah, we joked. No joke. I'm a little, because we had our intellectually stimulating discussion, I'm a little bit more awake. But there was definitely points in the setting up of this episode where I was like, if I didn't have to read show notes, because BT Dubs, in case the title didn't let you know, Gudaguda 2 pregame right now.
Yeah.
Well, not right now, but this episode for sure. I would definitely have popped my mic out of its arm and I would be lying on the floor talking into it.
I have a tablet. I probably could do that right now. Patron chat, do you want me to record from the floor? I can fucking do that.
Speaking of patrons, one of our patrons, Qua, just also backing us up, saying the floor is great. If you support us on Patreon at the right level, you too can hang out and listen to the pre-show and whatever post-show exists, which is almost not as much as it used to be.
I said, when
we do recordings with voice, we have a hefty post-show usually. That reminds me though. I wonder if he's been more focused on his girl, whatever he's doing with Girls Frontline. It's been a while since we recorded that thing with him, and I'm pretty sure it hasn't come out. Like he hasn't tweeted about it. If YouTube fucked up and didn't let me know he posted it, I would believe that. But I don't think he's tweeted about it either. So it was 4 hours, wasn't it?
It was something like that.
Yeah, we're horrible monsters, and Voice is a horrible monster for enabling us. Honestly, Lucky, the audience seems nonplussed on doing it from the floor, but I'm picturing the YouTube comments now, so maybe you should just go ahead and try it. Okay, actually, how easy is it for me to pop my mic clip's pretty tight? I don't know. I can freeball my mic. Where's this thing plugged in? Yeah, no, I can't actually do it right now. I'd have to like de-ass my entire setup. Sorry about that. I turned my mic up for a second because it was making lots of scratchy noises. Yeah, my microphone is like completely looped around behind my monitor and shit, so I can't just pull it out and flop on the floor.
You hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I accidentally turned off my mic when I got on the floor. But yes, now we are live from Lucky's floor.
Sweet. Well, hey, we're just gonna go ahead and spoil it. There's no records or evil this week because the current week of FGO has been pretty quiet. Not so much in the future, but why don't you go ahead and read those skelograms for me, Floor Lucky?
What was that?
I said, why don't you go ahead and read those skelograms for me, Floor Lucky?
Floor Lucky will go ahead with that. So, for our skelograms, we're going to start over here in the English version, where we have the Class-Based Summoning Campaign 2 and Half AP Training Grounds running from March 20th to March 26th. Basically, it's going to rotate through the classes every day, and we're going to have Half AP Training Grounds throughout, so get those mats, get those...
Some people are a little bit spicy about this running in concurrence with Gudaguda 2. I'm not entirely sure why, but some people seem a bit agita about it. Maybe it's because the training grounds is fucking useless when you're grinding, but hey, if you're done with the rerun, why not?
Yeah, no, I was about to say, it's like maybe it's something for people who've already completed the event. I'm like, I really don't need anything.
Hey, whatever.
It's like, I don't know. I'm not gonna, as I said, Lucky does not like to judge. But over in JP, we have the Interlude Campaign 8 running from March 20th to March 26th. We now have new interludes for Cineramis, Nightingale, Hijikata, Minamori, Yu, Hassan Lobo, and let's see here. We have, so far, Hijikata and Lobo getting MP interludes, with damage up and Lobo getting crit 20% crit up for 3 turns. As I said, as time goes on, we'll find out more.
No, I believe they've all come out, and the rest are quartz interludes.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
So only those 2 got NP interludes. Lots of people are upset that Consort U didn't get an NP interlude. Personally, though, I feel like the game is addressing any concerns with her balance by just making buff removal resistance way more common. I feel like that's been a thing a lot lately. But we'll see.
We will see. And also in JP, we have the Tokugawa Kaiten Labyrinth pre-event. I said not a lot going on here, but we do have a stream on the 24th,
and the event will require LB3.
Yep, it'll require Lost Belt 3. And until then, not until then, but until the 31st, we have Quarter and Have a Peace Story. So, so this is wrapping up, seeming to be a pretty big thing.
Yeah, until they stream, I don't have any further comment on it. But
yeah, it's the 24th, right?
Yeah, that's a Sunday.
So it's Sunday, right?
Yeah, that'll either be late Saturday night or like early Sunday, depending on when exactly it is. If it's in like the afternoon in Japan, it'll be middle of the night Saturday.
All right, well, so we'll have details about that next week. And last, but definitely not least, over here in the English version, Gudaguda Meiji may be running 328 to 410, maybe? Question mark? I don't know.
Yeah, so earlier today, some people on Reddit reported that they saw the banner graphic, and it says 3.8 until 4:10, which I saw it also. And they had the official link on the website to where it lasted, but that was since taken down. So it sounds like they were trying to preload some assets, and then accidentally somebody found it, and they had to remove it. So probably...
Yeah, beware posting anything on the internet.
Yeah, don't... Listen, guys, don't... It's the same problem if you have with test servers, which I think other servers of FGO have actually gotten in trouble for, where they have test server account that people learn about. Don't put anything on the public internet you don't want to come out, because somebody will find that you've added a new asset or something, and they'll get in there.
No, like there's a whole thing about people like going into the game code and digging out stuff. Like, yes, there are things here for the future. Like, data mining is a thing. Like,
We've learned a lot from data mining, actually.
It's like, don't discount the internet's thirst for new shit.
Yeah. So yeah, it would appear that this will be the 28th to the 10th. So boy howdy, Lucky, it's really glad that last week we did the math, and I realized, for safety's sake, we probably better write Gudaguda Meiji Ishin pregame notes. And yesterday I did!
Booyah!
So we're going to jump into Chaldea Free Talk, and I'm going to describe this event to you. And Lucky's going to lie on the floor and contemplate the universe.
Yep.
So, this one's kind of an interesting design. I don't think there's been an event quite like it. The second summer is similar, but not quite the same. So, this is a double points ladder event. You will choose a faction, Oda Shogunate or Shinsengumi, which basically does nothing. You can earn points for on both ladders, but during the faction battle period, which is between the main story locks, so the story is time-gated, as normal, whichever team globally gathers the most points will award all players who participate in the faction battle some additional points. So, basically, you'll pick a team. You'll pick Team Nobu or Team Shinsengumi. I'll cover this more later, but this will decide what kind of free quests you can do. And then during the periods where there's going to be a big bar at the top of the screen, which lets you know where the points are sledding, both sides are competing to collect points, and whichever side collects the most points wins that faction battle. That will affect the story later. So you can actually check out what the story would have been if the other faction had won from my room afterward, because they'll be different. But whoever wins that period, all players who played during the faction battle time get some extra points of that faction. It's not complex in execution, but it's very complex to describe. So, main story, as a result, is divided into several sections. You will get your usual free CE. Hey, guess what? It's the 3-star Medusa one. Yes!
Booyah!
You will get 6 Saint Quartz.
It's real good.
It is really good. What's it? Belle of the Ball?
Something like that, yeah.
Well, yeah, and we don't know what it will be actually translated as. Let's see. 6 Saint Quartz. You'll get a Grail, and you'll get a free complimentary Cha-Cha. They shouldn't be too hard, but the actual content seems to change based on who wins, so there's no point in, predicting exactly who you'll have to fight. Just, hey, guess what? If one faction wins, you'll probably have to fight characters from the other faction, just saying. And once main story is done, there will be a challenge quest. You will fight a level 90 Hijikata, who has a whopping 4 HP bars at 200k, 400k, 600k, and 1 million. The reward is a summon ticket. And the warm, fuzzy feeling inside that you managed to beat a guy who's got almost 2 million HP across 4 break bars.
I don't know if that's a warm, fuzzy feeling or just literally all the tension dropping from my shoulders. And
it's like beating a Dark Souls boss. You feel good, but that's because the pain is gone.
Yeah. I was I did not know I was puckering my butthole that much.
Now, luckily, he's a berserker, so that should make it less hard than some quests, and I don't think he has any special gimmicks. He's just a berserker with a shitload of HP.
That's still fucking terrifying.
Your faction choice also affects your free quest selection, like we mentioned earlier, which will cycle through the faction battles, but will retain the usual AP scaling. So basically, during one section of the faction battle, they will be one set of free quests for your faction, and then the next one, there'll be a different set. But they retain, like I said, the usual AP scaling, so there's 10, 20, 30, 40, and then there's 2 more 40s, which are extra hard, but give more points. Yes, as Quab points out in our channel, a berserker with a ton of HP and loves to crit everything. How terrible, how easy. Huh. Yeah, it's gonna be super fun, guys. Look out for those videos. I'm sure one of those famous guys will do a coup-only run or something. Free-to-play run. Whatever they're calling it. A solo, but with 5 Georges. Don't ask me how they got 5 Georges. Where was I? Oh, and after the story is done, you can do mop-up quests. So you can do either faction's free quests, and you can do a special mop-up quest, which is both together. The highest difficulty is 40 AP with bosses who are approximately 450k HP, and lots and lots of berserker mobs. We're going to meet not only little Nobus, and also big Nobus, but also get ready to enjoy Mecha Nobu.
This reminds me, I need to record more of the Gudaguda Nobus, because I think I'm missing maybe a few sound clips still. And I keep forgetting
we'll just, instead of an Extella Link Let's Play, we'll upload an episode that's just Nobu noises. For 5... Wait, no. Can you make one of those dumb 10-hour Nobu noises? Make a
I can.
10-hour video with Nobu noises. We'll upload that. 800 people so far over 800 people have watched my dumb unboxing video of Extella Link. I feel like a shitload of people would at least click on 10 hours of Nobu. Dear audience, if you want us to release a 10-hour Nobu video, let me know. If you want us to do a 24-hour Nobu video, let me know. I know there are places who do like 24 hours of Enterprise engine noise, and I'm like, why though? Okay. Yeah. All the fake Nobus are berserkers, by the way, almost all of them. So that's fun. So there's a separate points ladder for Oda points and Shinsangume points. You can earn points from both, and will have to get all your copies of Wolves of Mibu. Also, you'll need a drop. There's only 4 in the 2 ladders. And this also is how you get your currency for Cha-Cha copies and her Ascension items. So, after you clear the main story, you'll be able to unlock fans from the... you'll be able to spend special fans you get from the Shinsengumi ladder, which lets you buy extra copies of Cha-Cha for her NP levels. And from the Oda clan, you'll get her Ascension items. So yes, to get your NP5 Max Ascension Cha-Cha, you will need to do both ladders to some extent. This will also offer you EXP CEs, MP, Apples, QP, FP, a couple of tickets per ladder, and also mats such as Gallstones, Lanugos, Hearts, and Bloodstones. They also cap with lures, so that's 2 lures you can get at 1,000,000 points each. It has been
Gallstones, though.
Yes, also, yeah.
My doggo is like locked.
There's several.
Right now.
There's several Gallstones and like Lanugos if you need those. Everybody always needs hearts. It has been recommended from other people that you try and do 1 ladder at a time. There's 1,000,000 points on both. You can work on both, but it's harder. You'll probably want to focus down on making sure that you get 1 ladder cleared then the other. Use the Shop CE Castle of the Sun to increase point drops by 30%. And yes, you can actually get all 5 copies from the store. Thank Christ.
By the way, so this isn't going to be one of those things where I can use, like, the previous event CEs for bonuses. It's just this event CE,
No,
right?
you cannot use old... This is a new... Whole new Gudaguda, my friend. The shop contains Saber Archer Berserker mats, lamps, scarabs, medals, roots, proofs, ghost lanterns, spinal fluid, chains, and the usual QP EXP foes, and the trade-up method. So if you have shitloads of bronze mats you don't need anymore, you can make them silver currency, etc. The banner CEs will improve currency drops as usual. The 3-star is the bronze, the 4-star is the silver, the 5-star is the gold ones. We'll talk more about some stuff on the banner in a second. The bonus servants are as follows. By the way, this is just attack up, as far as I can tell, not points or currency up or anything. At 100% attack up, you have Hijikata, Okita, Cha-Cha, and Nobu. So if you do this event and you did the Gudaguda, you should have at least 2 servants with plus 100% attack. And Cha-Cha is an AoE berserker. Just saying. At plus 80% attack, Emiya, MHX, MHXA, Tesla, and Edison. So guess what, Emiya, you don't get to go back in for a rest. You need to come back, buddy. Also, my NP2 Tesla's gonna get some flexing. Since I don't have either MHX, I cry. At 50% attack up, you once again have Lancerku, Medusa, but also Medea, Helena, and Blackbeard for some reason.
I'm okay with Medea. I will rule break the fuck out of everything.
Yeah, no, Medea's a good one. Medusa's also fun at that 50%. Also, the CE we mentioned before, Wolves of Mibu, is party attack plus 50%. I believe this is cumulative, so don't limit break this one. I'm assuming this is how you beat the challenge quest, by the way, is you get
I was about to say.
It's like a raid. You get your highest attack multipliers, you slap 4 copies of Wolves of Mibu for plus 200% on there, and you're just like, let's go, motherfucker!
I'm just gonna get Skahawk, and I'm just gonna spam fucking Gatefold Alternative.
Wait, he's a dude. And I have a Maeve. Oh, I need to give her some EXPs.
Oh, I do have a Maeve.
She's anti-male. Heck, you can use everybody who's anti-male. You can throw Urale in there. Listen, with this much attack ups, you could do anything. But yeah, no. Maeve's just gonna fucking suplex Hijikata.
Suplex him right into her chariot.
Unfortunately, she cannot Maeve beam yet. Speaking of Hijikata, the summon banner will be a rolling raid up with Hijikata and Tesla, who is normally a story lock. And then there's the event CEs, and you will also be looking at a permanent raid up on Edison, Helena, and Medea. Edison's also a story lock. So hey, if you want some story locks, this is a fun banner for you. Just expect to get a lot of caster spooks, probably. Yeah, that's basically it. I had a hell of a time researching this event. I had to go through like 3 wikis before I could actually find somebody explain in plain English what picking a faction did. So hopefully this doesn't sound too intimidating. It's pretty simple. It's like a lot of events. Once you pick your side for the story, you're basically going to be locked in until the story is complete. But after that, you can farm at your leisure. You can get all the copies you need for points drops. And if you have trouble with some of the higher difficulty quests, you can get shitloads of attack bonuses.
I'm telling you guys right now, whatever side Omega picks, I am automatically picking the other side.
Well, Chiefo, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna pick red because that's me. So,
yep.
It's how do the actual lyrics to the Red versus Blue theme song go? Roses are red, violets are blue. Let's all cruise down Blood Gulch Avenue. I don't know, but I can hear the gentle guitar strums now. Yeah. Oh, we never did go all the way through our RVB rewatch, did we? I think we watched like 1 season together.
I'm always down for that.
We need free time for that, though. But yeah, Red vs. Blue is great. At least the old ones. I haven't watched the latest couple of seasons. I'm sure they're funny. I just don't have infinite time.
There are not enough hours in the day. I am telling you people all this right now.
There aren't enough hours, and there aren't enough arms. Where's my third arm, guys? I really need it.
I need 4.
You're going to go for the full 4? Heck, I wouldn't say no to 4. I just at minimum need 3.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so everybody...
on the train, see me future!
Take a deep, cleansing breath. That's Gudaguda Meiji Ishin. I'm sure it will be hilarious because it's still a Gudaguda event. But get ready for your free adorable chachas. Yes. And I don't actually know if people will be like flying the banner as a team support, but who knows? Maybe I'll make it sounds like way too much of an effort though. I was thinking maybe I'll make a temporary, Team Oda, Team Shinsengumi role. So we can see who's what, but I don't know. We'll see. That could be funny, but also I don't know if that would be annoying for our Discord users. Anyway, I need to take a deep breath because let's see. Let me actually look at the time. Now we're only 35 minutes in, so excuse me. Unless Floor Lucky has some point to raise or some questions about Gudaguda 2.
No, not really. Like as usual, like people say it's complex, but honestly, I just see it like there's gonna be a ladder. There's gonna be 2 of them. You're gonna fight, and whoever gets the most points fucking wins.
Yeah,
it's pretty simple.
It's like I said, it was complex to research, but when you actually write it down, I think it's pretty simple.
Yeah, as I said, like with the party attack, I'm just like gonna slap on, attack. I'm just gonna slap people around. It'll be fun. I'm ready.
Yeah, I will say, I definitely appreciate bonus attack over bonus drops, because it's just a lot easier to manage that.
Yeah, bonus attack means you get through the fucking waves quicker.
Mm-hmm. And there's fucking apples in the points ladders. Gold, silver, and bronze.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I still have, 200 apples.
Yeah, I know, I was about to say, I'm I haven't been farming hardcore on Gudaguda Meiji. I do when the new quests pop up, I do that, and I do the bonus ones daily, but that's about it.
Yeah, I think I'm at just over 500, 1,000 points. So I'm halfway through the ladder, and we got a week left.
I think I'm at 300,000 or something like that.
I've definitely taken a couple afternoons when I'm not doing anything else, or when I've got videos processing or something, where I'm I'll burn through my AP really quick, just doing the 40. Because I can do the Saber or Lancer ones pretty easy. I can also do the new caster one pretty easy. I think that's the latest. But yes, there's so much juggling. Juggling. But anyway, the point of that is just to basically space out a little bit of time, because our next transition is into Teach Me Omega Sensei, which we will go ahead and do. So, the people have spoken, and like we said last week, people voted for what is a person's origin, and what does that mean to win. So, this is a very interesting concept, which honestly, apart from plain explanation, is much more of a thematic concept than a direct I don't know how you'd say it, like a hard and fast setting rule. It's more that just this is a thing that's been in the background, which is somewhat nebulous, but it's a spiritual concept that's been long-standing in Nasu's works since all the way back in Kara no Kyokai. So this is a thematic concept that's kind of stuck around, and outside of just, like, if you want a full in-depth exploration of a lot of these ideas and themes that I'm about to explain, just watch or read Kara no Kyokai. Like, you know, that is basically what that is about, is exploring this concept along with a couple of other things. So that's where Nasu really cut his teeth exploring it. It's just, it has some reflection that is often mentioned in other ways. So, origin is the starting point of an individual's existence. It is the driving force which emerges from the root and becomes the shape of a human. I am not fucking with you there. That is the actual honest-to-God explanation of what that is. So, this force can influence one's actions as humans naturally work in harmony with this force, right? Like, obviously you can't explain something by using its name as kind of a thing. You can't define something using itself, but I would say that your origin is something you naturally want to work in harmony with because it is this force that kind of, like, comes from the source of everything and becomes you as a person. So, you naturally work in harmony with your origin. But this is more of an instinct than a conscious decision. This is just the natural order of the universe, which is you come from a thing, come from a concept, come from a place, whatever you want to call it. You naturally act in harmony with it. It's I think, a very Eastern way of thinking of things, which makes sense because Nasu is really into some of his esoteric Buddhist shit. So, a person who is awakened to their origin can no longer act outside their origin if that was possible in the first place. They will follow their originally impulsive or instinctive behavior as if it was an absolute order. This is kind of a deal in Kara no Kyokai. But basically, it's like, once you become kind of self-aware to your origin, you no longer can do anything but follow it. Various people can awaken your origin a number of ways. This is seen a couple of times in K&K. If you want details, go... I mean, I say watch it. I know the light novels have a slightly different structure, but the UFO table animations are beautiful and great. So, and they're all still on Amazon Prime, I think, and stuff. So, the other reason you may have heard of Origin is because in the system of Magecraft, Origin is one way to describe more specific details about a magus and their ability. So their elemental affinity is more of a general alignment with the 5 green elements or whatever. A mage with an origin, or a person because they have an origin, but who becomes a mage, can strongly express their origin. Actually, I handled this better in my writing, so I'll just read how I wrote it. Mages with an origin which is strongly expressed may be cut off from normal elements, or their origin may become their elemental affinity. Otherwise, your origin is kind of a reflection of your general specialization, which puts you above other mages in that area. So, for example, if you were a mage whose origin was water or rain or weather or something, if you did anything magical related to rain, you'd be really, really fucking good at it, even against people who were like elemental water or air mages who were good at doing rain-related shit, because that's just your natural specialization, right? Some mages may even cast spells by following their origin without needing proper elemental affinity, and even if their magic circuits are bad, they can achieve magecraft along lines with their origin. See Amiya Shiro. Basically, this whole couple of bullet points are just about Shiro. Shiro has a somewhat unique origin in that his origin has said to be sword for reasons, and this means that his elemental affinity is also sword. So despite the fact that he's kind of a shitty mage and like didn't inherit the magic crest of the Emiya family or anything like that, because he follows his origin, anything magic related, or anything sword related he does with magic, I should say, he can still pull off to phenomenal levels that other people can't cope. To the level of creating a reality marble, which is a really unique and powerful form of thaumaturgy, just because he is following his origin, which is sword. He is the bone of his sword. I don't think Fate has ever played super strongly into origin since then, but maybe, because let's list some famous origins you may have heard of. So, Shiki Ryogi, Fujino Asagami, and Kirie Fujo all have the origin of nothingness. Also, I wonder if we probably won't because her ghosty goops are already mobs in the K&K event, but Fujino and Shiki are obviously both in FGO, so I wonder. Who knows? Here's a fun one. Azaka Kokuto's origin is taboo, which gives her a really interesting life. Someone who actually uses his origin in Magecraft also, pretty important. Kiritsugu Emiya, his origin was described as severing and binding. That's why his origin bullet works and is really nasty. Mikiya Kokuto, they never actually explicitly say what his origin is, but it is described as something that will never hurt others. A lot of people have suggested it's like normalcy or safety or something. But his origin is just not hurting people, no matter what. So, interestingly enough, Sakura Mato's origin is imaginary numbers, similar to her element. I'm not sure if that's like a weird thing similar to Shiro, where she was like influenced by something else or what, but that's really interesting. By the way, imaginary numbers is a whole different subject of Nasuver's nonsense lore, which is nothing related to the mathematical concept of imaginary numbers. Probably. Sherlock Holmes' origin is elucidation. I believe this is described with the way his noble phantasm works. So yeah, it's not like Fate and FGO is completely forgotten about the origin question. Just it doesn't come up a lot. We mentioned before Shiro Emiya. What was it, Lucky?
I was about to say it hasn't come up, but knowing Nasu, he might be laying some groundwork for some shit to come up.
True.
As I said, like I've had as I said, it's my personal belief that the fucking Master's origin is Bond, you know? And who knows? Maybe, as I said, we haven't had it, come up yet, but I feel like...
Yeah, not in an explicit story sense, anyway.
Yeah, I hope it does. Sorry.
We'll see. So, as we mentioned before, Shiro Emiya has the origin of sword. This also applies to Heroic Spirit Emiya and all his variants. And Sora Noraya, that guy on that one CE, his origin was stillness, which is interesting. And he had some theories about how your origin was connected to death and stuff, so he studied origin a shitload in his studies of death and whatnot, but that's for Kara no Kyokai. I know, I got real southern there. I could do this voice the entire time. I tell you what. I'm gonna put a pen in my mouth. There you go. Now I'm real southern, because I don't have a toothpick. But yeah, that's really double checking my research. That's all I could find that's not just... Like I said, just go fucking watch Kara no Kyokai. But origin is a recurring concept. It's kind of simple in its description, but it's got a really complex application. But that application is almost entirely story-related. So, like we said, it hasn't come up yet in a major deal in FGO, but it's not like they forgot about it either. So, yeah. Hopefully that was educational to you. And hopefully this video is enjoyable to you, because it looks like it's going to be like 50 minutes long. Go ahead. I was just gonna say, you got anything you want to say about Origin?
Not particular. I was actually, I didn't know that Sakura's was imaginary number, so I'm like, alright, let me go to the Nasu wiki. I'm looking that stuff up.
Oh no.
It's weird. It's real weird.
Hi, welcome to my life. Every time I write one of these things, it's like, God damn it. Nasu's a weird dude.
Imaginary numbers deals with, the space between, realities here. It's, it's actually, imaginary numbers actually comes up a lot. It comes up in, Extra, Sakura. I think that's the space. Isn't that the space where Tiamat is sealed?
Yes, they say that Tiamat was pushed into the imaginary numbers realm, and or the sea of imaginary numbers, and that's where she goes back to sleep after we beat her up.
Yeah, so, Sakura Mato has access to, that area. So it's what? Yeah, so let's see here.
Yeah, and it's interesting, I didn't write it down, but, Rin's origin isn't actually commented on, but it's mentioned that it should be one of the imaginary elements, which can include imaginary numbers, but it doesn't specify, so yeah, I don't know if that's the two sisters have a similar origin or something, or that's just a plot point that Nasu never made important, because even in Rin's own route, her character development is actually not necessarily magic related.
Yeah, it's weird.
because as an elemental affinity we mentioned earlier, Rin is one of those special ones who's like, she's got an elemental affinity for all 5 elements. So she's got a very broad elemental capability, but her origin isn't really commented on, which is weird. It's just, I think, like I said, it's mentioned in one of the complete materials as like an imaginary element of some kind. And there are a couple of other ones that are known that I left off the list because, like I said, some of them might be spoilers. Karno Kyokai deals with origins a lot.
Yeah, I'm just looking at stuff, I'm all like, God damn it, Nasu.
That's how I feel all the time when I write these. Like, it's been a long time since I wrote Teach Me Omega Sensei that I felt was, like, based on clear, coherent facts. And some of that might just be that, like, the Type Moon Wiki has an interesting way of translating some stuff. Because, like, but at the same time, also, no, I feel like having read some other shit of Fate that's translated, like Extella and Stella Link scripts. No, sometimes Nasu's just fucking wordy. Like, seriously, have you read Hakuno's inner monologue? Hakuno's a huge nerd. Who the fuck talks like that? So, yeah, I think, no, that's literally just Nasu's writing style at certain points, and it's just like, oh my fuck, can you talk plainly? Some of it, I think, is just the nature of the Japanese language, maybe, like we talked about King Protea before. Her profile in game has like 5 different animal similes in her bond levels, and I'm like, okay, guys, come on, make up your fucking minds. Is she I'd have to look it up, but there's like, is she a cat? Is she a dog? Is she a dragon? Is she an elephant? Make up your fucking minds, because it's that kind of stuff. Also, there's a great screen grab tweeted by Incorrect Fate Quotes, which is a great Twitter account you should follow. Gonna post that in the normal. Yeah, Rin's secret origin is money.
It has to be. She keeps throwing around gems everywhere.
That's actually a joke in, I think, Capsule Servant. The reason why heroic spirit Tosaka exists is because she racked up a lot of debt and had to bargain with the collective unconsciousness to get out of it. It's real dumb. Capsule Servant's fun. I don't think that's officially translated. I wish... There's so much stuff I wish, guys. Like, there were so many materials I wish they would bring over here. Actual Matt's books, for one. But, like the actual original Fate Stay Night. All kinds of stuff.
Every time, like, I say, because I subscribe to a lot of Twitter in Japanese, and so I have like UFO Table and like Fate Stay Night, and anytime I see them coming out with some new promotional material or something, I'm like, and here I am, angry that I don't live in Japan again.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hold on, let me pull up that tweet. So let me translate this. But a Twitter. Have you seen this? This is in general. But somebody called Super Groupies tweeted official, I believe, licensed Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel lingerie.
Oh yeah, no, I saw
like
it.
night dresses and nightgowns and underwear.
Mm-hmm.
They come in Sakura, Rin, and Saber forms.
Yep.
And this is a product that exists, not in America, but holy shit.
It's like I was like, oh my god, like again, like the amount of shit that just gets made in Japan for just anime and stuff is ridiculous.
Like, honestly, like, other than maybe like the fact that like they have Sakura's little bow on them and the Rin ones are red and black, you probably couldn't tell. But the Saber color scheme, I feel like, is very iconic, and it's got like her little armor motifs on the bottoms, and I'm just like,
it's like
it's like if you ran into that in your life, ladies and gentlemen, you'd know some shit about somebody.
Yeah, but like over in Japan, like they do collabs with like convenience stores.
Well, from what I understand, convenience stores in Japan are super great. As like they're actually like clean, well-lighted places you go because they're convenient.
Yeah.
As opposed to here, where convenience stores are convenient, but you are definitely not going there because you want to.
Mm-hmm. But like jewelry and stuff like that.
Watches you see a shitload of.
Yeah, I know, like all this stuff, and I'm like,
When are we going to get Fate Stay Night X Leatherman?
Mm-hmm.
I once for something looked at multi-tools, and when I get multi-tool, I get Leatherman ads all the time. But also, one day, I'm going to have enough money, I'm going to buy myself a really sweet multi-tool. Just because. They're so handy. Like, I have a crappy one right now, but it's so handy. It's got the screwdriver in it, it's got the pliers, it's got the knife. Got some other shit that I don't use. But, like, damn. But yeah, no, look up this, they're at super_groupies, and you can check the shit out for yourself, and just, my mind's blown a little bit.
Oh, it seems like they put basically Anime Japan's going on right now, and, like, they're celebrating, like, the, what was it called here? The Fate Stay Night 15th celebration project.
Yep, that's now. So hopefully we'll get some more news. Hey,
Yeah.
that'd be, I know it's Anime Japan, guys, but it would be really sweet if you announced that Fate Stay Night was coming out in English officially for the first time ever after 15 years. Just saying, guys.
Be great.
They have a Kingdom
we're
Hearts.
talking about
I'm just looking at Super Groupie's Twitter now. They have a Kingdom Hearts 3 purse. They have a Kingdom Hearts various pins and necklaces. They've got some Girls and Panzer themed hoodies. So yeah, they're apparently just a big integration merch company. Oh fuck me, they've got like Psycho-Pass hoodies.
What?
Here, I'll show you this shit. And I got some Psycho-Pass themed jackets. That's rad. BT Dubs, we love Psycho-Pass.
We love Psycho-Pass.
Maybe not the second season, but the first season definitely.
It was good shit. Did you ever watch the movies? The movie?
Oh, that's right. No, I never did because I was kind of soured after the second anime season.
Yeah, well, they have a movie and they're coming out with like more Psycho-Pass, like side stories and shit. So, how about you like watch some anime for once, huh?
I just told you my work-life balance isn't good. Okay, I'm reading books now. I'm actually doing that a lot. I got a tablet, especially for reading. I'm reading a lot of shit.
No, like I've been playing like a stupid amount of Extella Link. I'm like level 50.
Crazy. I'm like just under level 20.
Yeah.
The thing is, when I'm in my downtime where I'm fighting Extella Link to post these videos, which has happened a couple times, I go back to my old favorite, Ace Combat 7, which I haven't quite beat yet because I haven't had the time juggling a couple different games. But goddamn, I love that. I remember how you asked me. I thought that was like a super realistic. I'm like, now I'm definitely like, oh my no, because I go around multiplayer with my plane laser blowing up other people. I have the special nickname for blowing up a shitload of people with my plane laser. Okay. But that's a what's up discussion. I think we're at almost an hour. I think we've dissembled long enough.
Yeah.
So keep your eyes peeled for the stream and stuff. I'm sure that'll be big. Lots of people are like carefully studying every pixel of the new event announcement, and they're like, it's Muramasa. And I'm like, it's probably Muramasa, but also it's Delightworks, so I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know anymore, dude. I think I've said that several times over the almost 2 years we've been doing this show. So, yeah. By the way, I think this is episode 70-something. I don't know if it's 80 yet. But we've been doing this a while. Alright, I'm gonna stop looking at Twitter stuff. And I guess, yeah, we'll just go ahead and wind it down. So, next week we'll be recording on the 29th, so Gudaguda 2 will have just started, so we probably won't have anything to talk about other than maybe the intro. Mm-hmm. But we can mention it at least. We'll obviously have the announcement and probably the start of whatever event is next in Japan. And we'll see if there's any other good news going on out there. And we'll let you know about all of it in the most clickbaity way possible. Please watch our videos. Mm-hmm. Oh, that does remind me though. It's been I not to harp too much on voice, but I do feel like it's been a while since we hung out with him. Oh, I know he's a busy boy, but I feel like we should chatter with him sometime. Hey, voice, if you want to come on and chatter about stuff. If Muramasa does come out, are you gonna like yell and scream and die because you play JP? Let us know. I know several of our players. Who play either both servers who play JP who are like, if it's Muramasa, I'm gonna die. Like they're so.
Right now, I just want fun. Right now, I'm not gonna lie. I want me a fucking I want me a Charlemagne in FGO because I fucking love this dork.
Yeah, there's also that. I'm super shocked. There are actually a couple of FGO illusions in the game. I'm super shocked that there hasn't been like some kind of other collab where like Charlemagne has come out. and also possibly Tiny Altera, because she is the most adorable. And you can actually see what Charlemagne and Little Altera are like, because those videos are allowed to come out. They're like the first 5 minutes of the game. And I swear, the game's trying to kill me. Because literally the first screen is, you have like one page of inner dialogue, and then Tiny Altera appears, talking, and you're just like, fuck, I'm dead. I'm dead right away.
Yeah, I said I haven't recorded anything, but my Twitter is awash.
Oh yeah, Lucky's posted. If you want the screen cap game, Lucky is kicking my ass in that. Though I have taken a couple. There was one shot of Tomo lounging in her chair, and I'm just like, okay, I have to take a picture of this just to show everybody this 11:10 slouch. But all right, the video is now an hour-ish, and some of that'll get cut out in editing. But like I said, we'll wind down. If you like this video, be sure to like it. If you have any comments about anything, be sure to leave those in the comment section down below. Your opinions on any of the stuff we've done. Are you excited for Muramasa, possibly? Or are you excited for Hijikata? That reminds me, I'm gonna definitely do a wanted Hijikata next week, obviously. That'll probably be sometime in the middle of the week, because that's when the event starts, so look out for that. Plenty of prep time. And actually, the Okite one did super good, so thanks for that, guys. And furthermore, if you're new here and haven't already, please subscribe to our channel so you can always get access to our videos. We do, in fact, post these every week. I noticed that our views have been kind of weird on some of the last couples. Like, they're significantly lower than our sub count, so, if you're not seeing our videos, we're posting them every week, guys. We try. So keep an eye out for that, and consider hitting that bell for notifications, because that means YouTube gives you a push notification whenever we post, so you always know for sure. And that's, I think I said this on Twitter, that's why I actually encourage that, is because I know that sometimes YouTube is weird and doesn't put videos you would want to see in front of your eyeballs, so just, tap that little bell. You don't have to do it for, every channel, but if you really like our works and you're maybe not seeing them, consider it. I only do it for, 2 channels, but that don't post a lot, but it's a really handy way to just be like, oh, you definitely posted a video now, and I could jump right to it. Also, hey, another great way to keep track of our content is to support us on Patreon. You can get access to audio downloads of episodes for I burped in the middle there. For as little as $1 a month. That means you're paying incredibly small amounts to us per audio episode, and you get access to all our backlogs, so you can go back through them. You get access to them right away as soon as we're done with audio editing. So it's a pretty efficient way to keep track of us, and it supports us, so we can afford to buy new computer hardware and new software. I'll talk about it maybe a little bit. Well, actually, I can tell the whole story here. I mentioned it in What's Up last. That's how our last episode of What's Up started, but my ups is here, and everything's plugged in. Haven't had any power stuff go on that I can test if it actually works okay, but, that's your Patreon dollars at work, is making sure that if the power goes out, my work that I'm working on doesn't crash and die too. And, stuff like, maybe Lucky saving up to get some more computer parts. Or if we hit that 500 mark, he's going to buy that camera, and we're going to do what is still tentatively titled Bartending with Lucky, but will not entirely be bartending related.
As I said, I'm still having issues trying to get into our Patreon, so I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're still, I'm sure, planning on doing the Live with Lucky recording, right?
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. That happens,
That definitely will happen. It's just Lucky's having access problems, and I'm like, I don't see any of it. Patreon's not sending me emails to our quote-unquote business email, hey, some lunatic is trying to log into your Patreon, so it's like, I don't fucking know what's going on here. We approved it last time he jumped in to actually post some stuff, so it's like, If you need me to shoot an email to support at Patreon, I can do that too. If it's that bad. Or actually, I don't know. You probably should be able to log into our quote-unquote business email. I don't know if I gave you that information. Anyway, that's a discussion for off the mics, everybody. Actually, it's not a discussion for any mics. Period. That's a private conversation by sealed telegram by carrier pigeon. And the pigeon is trained to attack you if you try to read it.
Mage man.
Also, listen, nobody does, but please try listening to our actual play series. I hope they're very funny and entertaining. Maybe if we did something urban fantasy, people would pay attention.
I don't know.
Whatever. Those are definitely a video we post because we're making them and we love to post them just for posterity. Not necessarily because people are viewing them. Anyway, we have totally dissembled super long. So I think that's everything. The bell and the Patreon. We could plug our merch. You can buy merch from us that has logos and has funny stuff on it. I haven't checked that in a while. That Teespring's been doing some, they're doing some new product rollouts, which are very slow, so it's kind of weird and wiggly. But you can be interested in some of our fun designs like Only a Dolphin, Power Level Orca, Special Waifus and Tactics, 30 Days of Chicken Fingers, which always makes Lucky laugh. A mug that says Ruler in the Streets, Avenger in the Sheets. We also have that on a t-shirt. And some basic logo and stuff. And that's definitely a thing we want to expand in the future, especially as, because like I said, Teespring's expanding a lot of their options, so we'll expand to more stuff in the future. We also do, in fact, do phone cases with our logo on them, if you're interested in that. And, yeah, okay, that's it. We've plugged everything. We've shilled all we can shill. So, we're just going to go ahead and let the episode drop down. And we'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow for What's Up. Even if you don't normally listen to What's Up, do tune into that because we're going to talk about initial thoughts and stuff on Extella Link. I said we'd do a full-blown Let's Talk Kingdom Hearts 3, but I don't think we've made any progress on that. So I don't necessarily want to commit we'll do a full-blown Let's Talk Extella Link, but we did do a Let's Talk Extella, so we'll see. By the way, we did a whole video where we talked about Extella with one of our friends, so you can check that out too. Basically, if we have a video that we've made that you haven't watched, watch it. Hopefully that dramatic, ironic pause stays in editing. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go.
Yeah,
and we're gonna shut off the mics. We're gonna go home. We're gonna do some other stuff.
I'm gonna lay on the floor more.
Okay. Oh, though, hey, even if, like we said, Extella Link is being weird to us, you can do up to it's 4v4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do 4v4 multiplayer. So if you have Extella Link on the PS4 and you want to hang out with us, we'll probably do some community play dates at some point and just play with people. And Lucky and I may or may not fight each other.
Yeah, we might.
We'll see.
No, we're gonna fight each other.
No, we're gonna do that. And we have a Discord, so we can all hop in and talk about it at once. All right, that's the end of the show. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, check out What's Up soon. Check out what episodes of Extella Link we've been able to post, and other stuff we've done. We have the full original Extella story up already, and any of the other stuff we do. And like I said, we'll see you whatever the next video form it takes.